We break it all down. The Vault Studio, the best show in town. Best show in town. Best show in town. Lights on, mic check. Game time, let's go. Jay George, Scotty running the show. Rock on the mix, keeping it tight. NFL talk every day, every night.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Vault Studio NFL podcast. I am one of your hosts, JA. I'm joined by the big zorbologist over there on the couch, talking about his Greek feast he's planning for Christmas.
Hey, don't be jealous.
No,
man.
I'm salivating.
Yeah,
How delicious it sounds. Also by the Quadzilla over there, Scotty. How are you, big fella?
Good.
And for the first time in a while on podcast night, we've got Big Tommy back on the
Hey.
line.
Oh, 2 round of applause in as many days.
Hey,
Getting
that's
it
how much
done.
we love you, bro.
Where you've been very missed.
Amen to that. Jay is free and clear, no mouse in his hand. He's good to go.
I know my hand's staying here. Like I don't know what to do with my. What do I normally do with my hand?
I don't know. I've been struggling the whole time.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
What a good week of football.
Dude,
starting
we
on
have had
Sunday.
Everything. this
Starting
week.
Friday. Friday
We've
was
had-
still good.
I mean, we discussed that already.
I
know.
OT games where teams getting eliminated. We've had onside kicks. We've had everything this week. It's been unreal.
Oh, the onside kick was wild.
I know, bro.
Yeah.
Believe it.
Yeah. Just some really good games of football. Make sure to mention our sponsors, Sporting Globe, Churnside Park. Download the app, change the information in the sponsorship section to the Vault Studio NFL podcast. Get in there over the Christmas holidays. Buy yourself a beer and a feed and enjoy it.
Have they started selling the Super Bowl tickets yet?
They've started selling Super Bowl tickets as
Get a
well.
ticket,
So
mate.
make sure you get on board for that. And
Absolutely.
get
It's
on.
always a great day down there. Make sure you get yourself a ticket.
I believe our hosts, Dave and Eloise, are also going to be owning the Richmond store very soon as
Oh,
well.
wow, that's
I've heard
exciting.
from pretty good intel.
I didn't
So
know that. That's That's
so
fantastic. Good for them.
Breaking news.
Yeah, they're expanding. So the Richmond party is one of the biggest ones
Yeah.
that goes on. They shut down
That's-
the laneway next to it.
Oh, wow.
That's
Yeah.
a prime location too on
Yeah.
Church Street.
It's
Fantastic.
full on in there. So that's a
Church
big
Street
day.
was Swan.
No, it's church.
Church.
It's not Swan. No,
Yeah.
one in from church.
Yeah.
Definitely church. So yeah, make sure you get around there, get down to the Super Bowl, enjoy it. It's such a good day. They open up early. They have lots of fun stuff going on.
Big names down there too.
Normally, a celebrity or two will pop their head in and say a few words. So get in there and get after it, and make sure you give us a follow on all our socials: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. You can follow us on Twitter as well, but with all due respect, there's not much that goes up there. So because it's a cesspool, and we don't have OnlyFans, so we don't post on Twitter
Yeah, pretty fair.
Yet.
yet. We're trying to convince George. He keeps saying no. He has respect for himself.
Oh, wait. No, that's a lie.
That's one of our most watched videos is George's Nipplegate. So
Yeah.
Hey, man, I don't blame it, man.
it's supply and demand.
I was
Just
trying
give people what they want.
to make you sound intelligent for a minute.
Nah,
You ruined-
come on. Come on,
You're
bro.
right.
Who are we trying to fool?
And anyone who's listening here knows.
You've heard my takes on here. Come on, we're fooling nobody. That I'm intelligent. Come on, bro.
And shout out to everyone on YouTube. YouTube is going ballistic at the moment. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
We're doing some more work on that to try and optimize it all a bit more and make it work a bit better and get into more people's feed. But it's been growing really steadily on YouTube. So it's probably the best place to watch the video if you're going to watch video as well.
Amen.
So get
And
stuck
thank
into
you
that.
thank you to all the new followers, all the new listeners, all the new watchers.
Yep.
And stick with us because in the off season we don't stop.
We
keep
grind.
rolling. We grind week in, week out, and we've got some fun. We're getting a bit of a log and a bit of a bank of fun topics that we're going to be doing in the off season.
Yep.
So make sure you stick with us because it's full steam ahead.
Yep, absolutely. So we're looking forward. Let's get to one of the first games from Sunday our time, which was the Eagles doing pretty much what we thought they would do, is just demolish a hapless Commander. In fairness to the Commanders, they fought hard.
They
tried
hung
to
around
hang
a
in
lot
there.
longer than what anyone
They did. They
would have
hung around
thought.
for the first half, which I thought that they would.
Yeah,
And I just thought that as time went on, just the talent gap and just the momentum.
Oh, and just also just wanting to be there.
yeah,
Like,
well, yeah.
just wanting to be there and playing sort of just
Quite a few people on
bled
that
through.
defense are already in carbo.
Yeah.
Mentally, I could see it.
I think Dan Quinn's going to be joining him permanently.
I think Dan Quinn's going to be on the unemployment line.
That's what I mean.
In about 2 and a bit weeks,
I think he's got too many excuses this year to get him by.
potentially.
Yeah, I think they won't throw away what he did last year because of what the way they're going to look at it is. Not everyone thought they would struggle. We did, regardless of injuries. But I think he'll buy himself a year from, well, I didn't have my quarterback for most of it, which is important too. Like,
Of course,
that,
extremely
it
important.
sucks.
He was rookie of the year last year. Like,
Yeah,
come on.
like it's pretty hard to get by without it. Obviously, the division got better. Like, although the Cowboys were eliminated, they were certainly a better team this year. They play each other on Christmas Day, so we'll talk about that a bit later. But I just think the Eagles were that was a bit too polished, a bit too strong for them.
Yep.
And like we've seen all year, when the Eagles can run the ball, the whole offense just looks so much better.
And it did, especially in that second half.
Yeah.
First half was a little bit patchy still. But yeah, got the ball, got the run game going in the second half, and everything opens up.
Yeah.
Once that.
Well, to be fair, I mean, you had 2 missed field goals that should have been shoo-in kicks in the NFL.
Two and an extra point.
Yeah. So even though the game was close on the scoreboard in the first half, really Philly just outplayed them and didn't execute and put points on the board.
And they let them have a cheap one at the end too, with like 3 minutes left or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Let a cheap one, which I fucking hate how we always do that, by the way.
No, it was, this was exactly what we expected the game to be. Eagles have now clinched the NFC East for the second year in a row. I think, is it 2 years in a row?
2 years in a row. First time.
For a long time.
It's Jalen Hurts is the first quarterback to win back-to-back NFC East titles since Donovan McNabb back in 2000. Bro.
That's how long it's been.
That's a long time.
2004.
2004.
2004.
2004, sorry, yeah.
And I think that's just a sign that these are their historic teams in the NFC East. They're teams that don't like to be shit for long, so they do try hard to turn it around.
It is one of the more competitive divisions.
It always has been.
Yeah.
Because even when they're really bad, they seem to still play hard against each other and find ways to beat each other. One under the Eagles, clinch the division.
Clinch the division. Basically, we can't finish any lower than the 3 seed.
Yep.
And there's a chance if we win out and things go our way that we could get the 2 seed.
Yep.
At this stage, whatever. I don't think it really matters. At this point, we get to host a home playoff game, which is good enough for me.
But you don't want to travel a divisional round if you can avoid it.
Of course not. Of course not.
And the 2 seed might be important for who you play in the first, although the wild cards are all going to be pretty good teams. It looks like it's going to be Rams, 49ers, or Seattle.
Yeah, just the NFC West.
And then it's going to be either Green Bay or Chicago. Well, it's probably going to be Green Bay. Green Bay probably going to be the 7th
Green Bay
seed.
limping in.
Or Detroit if they somehow
they need a miracle.
Yeah, if they shit magic this Christmas, they can maybe get there. But it's going to be tight
for a Christmas miracle. There's no doubt about it.
Be tough for them. All right, let's go to the next game, which was, I think, one of the best games of the weekend.
Best games of the year.
The 2 weeks ago they played, and it was one of the best games of the year. And then they've done it again. Green Bay and Chicago. Chicago down, 10 points with 4 minutes left or something like that. Find a way to tie it up and then win in overtime. I did want to start by saying
there's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go. Down 10 points. There you go.
Yeah. So I really think Green Bay losing Love was extremely damaging to them in this. Washington got a little bit lucky in that regard. They played very well, in particular Chicago. They played very well, in particular offensively down the stretch. But even in overtime, was it a fumbled 3rd down snap, then a fumbled 4th down snap? It was not polished at all. There was mistakes that Jordan Love, he might throw a pick. Don't get me wrong, but he's
could also throw a dagger, 60 yards.
Yeah, he also could. Yeah. Whereas Willis was also not going to throw that dagger, and then operationally he was pretty bad in this game. In fairness, so
it wasn't too bad. He was just very controlled.
Yeah, there wasn't much attack from him.
No,
which makes it hard. And then again, I think not having Parsons really hurts Green Bay. They just didn't have someone that could get there when they needed it too late in the game. That's what Parsons been from this season, and they didn't have that, and that allowed the Bears to just steal's probably harsh, but grab this game from them and take it. And
no, it's a steal. Whenever you in this day and age recover an onside kick, you've stolen a possession,
and then an onside kick, it really could have gone. Losing an onside kick is just diabolical now.
Yeah,
you have to actually tell them you're doing it. It's like
that's what they said it on the broadcast. It's like a less than 8%, 7-point-something% chance of recovering an onside kick,
which actually surprised me. It's that high. That seems higher than what it should be.
Yeah.
But shout out to Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson. Like Ben Johnson's coach, he's going to be coach of the year. I would almost guarantee it now.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to them working it out and finding a way to get this team going in the right direction after just a lot of really lean years there, a lot of bad quarterbacks. Caleb Williams seems to be the absolute man there. He's got some goal about him.
Down the stretch in that game, he played unbelievable football, man. And I'm on record saying that he's a little too zesty for me, but You cannot argue his grit. You
Yep.
cannot argue his arm talent, and
Yep.
you cannot argue he wants to win, man. Like
Yeah.
he wills his team to win. Like he was scrambling, he was making throws, those out routes, obviously the deep balls for the 2 touchdowns to tie the game and then to win.
Oh, the one that DJ Moore was on a dot.
Unbelievable. That thing was literally on a rope.
Because that was really good coverage. So,
Yeah,
like,
he was on his hip.
Yeah, it was perfect.
He threw it to the only spot where it would either be PI or a completion.
Pressure coming this way.
Yeah. But
he's
we saw
really
all of this last year with a really dog shit O line.
Yep.
Because whenever he got the chance to in the pocket to wheel and deal a little bit, Chicago looked quite good. Now, obviously, they got rid of Eberflus, and now they've got Johnson, who's an offensive guru, and now he's just flourishing. So finally, like you said, they've found the guy at quarterback. And is he on pace for 4K yards?
Oh, yeah, actually don't know. Good question.
Yeah, whatever it is. And then also
because
doing it without Adonze and Burden as well.
Yeah.
Made it tough. Put a lot of pressure on Moore, who played really well. He stepped up. But I can see where Moore's maybe there next year. I think
Burden takes the more role, that more.
Remember, they're on rookie
gadgety
deals, so they don't have to pay them yet.
I know, but
so why not roll with Moore for one more year on his contract, and then when you've got to pay those guys that next year, then you can move on.
But you've also got to integrate Loveland as well. So now you're trying to integrate 5 guys that need to be ball dominant. It's too many guys.
I guess you could keep him and not care.
You know what? Fantastic problem to have.
Yeah.
Oh no, it is a good problem to have, but it's also we've seen, and I really do like DJ Moore, but we've seen him have spit the dummy a few times.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say he's a diva because he's not quite.
No,
he's very passionate and he just wants the ball and he wants to have a chance.
He's been pretty buttoned up this year, though.
He has, yes, yeah, he has.
Tommy, you got some stats for us?
Yeah, Caleb Williams is currently at 3,400 yards.
No, so he won't.
Yeah,
he had 3,541 last year. So,
which was the Bears' second most. It was Bears' rookie record.
But he's got 3 more touchdowns this year, so he's probably.
And how many interceptions?
A lot less
6,
sacks, which is more important.
He had 6 last year.
And this year?
He had 6. So he's 6 last year,
the
6
same.
this year.
Okay, good.
I just think they're scoring a lot more points. They're a lot more
68 sacks last year.
Yeah,
he's got 23.
Yeah,
that's a huge. Yeah, you could just tell that that's a massive difference.
That's really telling.
You just think how many drives got killed last year because of sacks.
Well, imagine being 2nd and 10 and now you're 3rd and 16 or 3rd and 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Like you just run the ball, punt. Like that's essentially what you do.
Yeah.
Especially with the defensive coach. He doesn't have the balls to go for it.
Doesn't have the capacity to.
Yeah. He's just like, hey, now run a play field position. But obviously, this team's a completely different team, and they're exciting, and they've got a bit of heart, and they're. I don't want to say that they're a team that you don't want to face in playoffs because I don't think that they're a championship caliber team just yet.
Yeah,
but then they're a hard out.
The reason why I wouldn't want to face them, Scotty, is because they're so fucking physical that like you are going to have to like really take some punishment to beat these guys. So,
yeah, but I think
especially
that the top tier teams, the Seattle, Philly, and Rams, can outdo them in physicality.
Yeah,
potentially, but
well-coached teams also are hard to beat.
Yeah, it won't be. I guess what I'm saying is you're right. It's not an easy out. You're right.
Yeah. I don't think they're winning a Super Bowl, but if you'd asked me 4 weeks ago, I would have said they're no chance. Now, like, if I can see it happening. If things go their way, they're playing at home. You never know, right? You never know.
Yeah. So, definitely.
The door's open for them now.
Yeah.
So, awesome win from them.
Pre-show, we said they're still very well in the hunt for the 1 seed.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
everything can go through Soldier Field. And if that's the case, you open up. Whoever gets the 1 seed really has the inside track in the NFC.
I'm pretty sure they got the Niners next week who are obviously played today and are on a short week.
Yeah,
and they played on the Saturday, so they got like another 2 and a bit days rest over the Niners. That's a very winnable game for Chicago. Well, obviously we'll talk about that.
I hope so.
But
and they got Detroit last game, so you don't know what that's going to look like.
That'll be in Chicago, won't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Detroit looking to play spoiler and keep their faint playoff hopes alive, but let's not look too far ahead.
No. Tommy, what's the next game you got for us?
We've got Tampa Bay and Carolina.
Oh, go the Panthers. they found a way.
This was such a good shit game.
Yeah, it was. It was good. It was a good game. I actually
was
really
shit,
enjoyed
though.
it. Yeah, no, they're not. Neither of his teams are really, really
No,
good.
they're not good, and they
But
played.
they both wanted it. Like, you could tell.
Oh, the endeavor and the intent was definitely there, but the talent compared to teams that really want it, they're just not there.
No.
Both they're both these teams are too patchy and inconsistent throughout a whole game. But it came down to the end, and Carolina just outlasted them, and at home, I think just knew that what they needed to do to win. So
and credit to Bryce Young. Like, he wasn't phenomenal in this game at all. He definitely wasn't his best, but he certainly was not his worst. He made some really good. His touchdown to the tight end, I think his name's Sanders. He made about 3 pass rushes missed, got out of the pocket, and then he looked like he was going to run for it, but it wasn't going to be there. And then all of a sudden, he just stopped wide open and hit it. Like,
No, so I thought Young had a really good game.
like he played well. Like, he did. He looked in control. He didn't turn the ball over. Like for Tampa now, it's a real uphill battle for them. They've got, who do Tampa have next week, Tom?
They have.
So
They
Panthers
got the Dolphins.
They're in control now. They're in control of that division.
yes, they're in control. Yep.
Yeah, they're a game up, and this is where like the loss to New Orleans really hurts them last week
Twice.
because
Although in fairness, we're secretly going for New Orleans.
Oh yeah, we're a big Tyler Shook family.
We are right now massive
Shook
fans.
family. And Baker on the other side, I don't know. It's just not.
The magic's gone.
There's something missing with that team. Defensively, they've dropped right off. They played okay in this game, but I don't think Carolina are an amazing offense to start with. So
I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
We don't have to spend too much more time on this game.
Yep.
If the Bucks miss the playoffs, which they're at the moment they will be missing the playoffs, does Todd Bowles
yes,
get his walking papers?
I'd fire him whether they make the playoffs, and I don't.
Whether they make the playoffs or not.
Yeah, I don't think he's that great a coach.
No, because they can make. Oh no, I was about to say they can make a playoff and win a game, but they're definitely not winning a game.
No, they might not. Like,
Not
they
this
could,
year.
but I don't think they'll make the playoffs.
I don't think either of those teams.
But even if they scrape in from Carolina shitting the bed too, like Carolina lose next week, and who are Carolina got again?
Seattle.
They got Seattle, and then they got the Bucks again.
So it'll come down to that last game still, I think, if the Bucks beat Miami.
Bucks will beat Miami for sure.
Yeah, but whoever plays this team is going to get the better team out of, the second best team out of Seattle Rams and 49ers.
Yeah.
It's Seattle 49ers and Rams right now.
Yeah.
They would get the 49ers right now.
Yeah, and that's a tough out for them. I don't think they can.
I don't think that
It'd be the Rams because I think the Niners are the 6th seed right now.
Yeah,
No,
the Rams are the 5 seed, I thought.
No, I think the 49ers are the 5 seed now.
Are they? Okay.
Oh,
there you go.
wow.
Yeah.
God, the Rams, they're going to go from being like the favorite to being the 6th
And
seed.
I think they're still the 3rd or 2nd best favorite to win the one. So
yeah,
still a lot of football to play. And
I have a question for this game, especially about the Bucks. If they do sneak into the playoffs, are they a team you don't want to play because Evans, Irving, and like Ibuka and Godwin, they're going to have more weeks playing together because they really haven't had a really full season. Yeah, is it just one of those teams that you're like, oh, there's a lot of things that we got to cover?
if they get it right, yes, but they've since like week 7 or 8, they've been really bad. I know it coincides with injuries and stuff like that as well, but they've all sort of played together for 3 weeks now and haven't really.
Ibuka's
improved.
barely done anything since about week
He had
6
one
or
target
7.
this week, I believe.
Yeah,
Can we
like
scroll down?
he hasn't scored a touchdown since week 7, I think it
Oh,
was.
one reception, 2 targets.
Yeah, one catch for 40 yards. Like, he just doesn't look right at all. This whole offense, the whole team doesn't look right. I think if whoever makes the playoffs out of Carolina and the Bucks, and it would be a nice story for the Panthers. I think any team that plays them, if they lose to them, will be absolutely bitterly disappointed.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. That's what I was going to say. In years gone by, perhaps Tom might be right that, you don't want to play this plucky 4 seed that's, up and coming or whatever. But the talent gap between the 4 seed and whoever the 5 seed is going to be is just too big.
Yeah.
Talent gap and coaching gap, forget it.
Yeah, very fair. Very fair.
Yep.
All right, next
I
game.
agree. I think Bowles is gone.
Yeah, I think he's gone. I think he's gone no matter what happens. If they scrape in
defense-
and lose the first playoff game, I think he's gone anyway.
The defense has been very, very bad for the last 6 or 7 weeks.
Yeah, he was an inside hire when Arians retired, when Brady was there.
He was the DC.
He was the DC.
Yeah.
And it's bought no juice. It's bought nothing. They've got worse
Well,
every year.
they did have juice.
Yeah, I don't know. They had juice one year when they beat the Eagles. When the Eagles were crumbling.
Lip dicked into the
That's what I
playoffs,
mean.
yeah,
like, I think
literally.
that win probably looking in hindsight now, said more about the Eagles that year than the Bucks.
It definitely did. We
They lost to Washington
We
last
lost
year.
Yeah,
games
but
in a-
it was on a missed
We
field
lost 7
goal.
games in a row that year, including that game.
Yeah. So it was bad. All right, now we have the Bills taking care of business against the Cleveland Browns. It wasn't pretty. Cleveland's defense decided to come and play hard in this game. Miles Garrett got half a sack, so he's now.
He shouldn't have got that sack just
Is he
quietly.
tied for the record now?
No, he's
No,
still,
half
he's
a
still
sack.
one off.
22.
So he's at 22 exactly now. So he just needs a half a sack to tie it and a sack to get it.
Yeah.
In 2
Yeah, the
weeks.
Bills didn't have it. They're all their own way. Their defense struggled. Allen went out for a little while with the foot. Was it a foot injury or
Something like that. I can't remember now. But he came back.
Came back and he looked pretty proppy. And
I don't think he played very well, Allen, in fairness. I think this defense really dialed it in and wanted to play hard. But I was also never worried. I think
They looked
in
like they
fairness,
controlled the game pretty well.
they went for it on 4th down from the 5-yard line, and Josh Allen had an unreal play to Dawson Knox wide open, and he dropped it. Like the game's looking complete. It's 30-20 at that point, and then who knows what. I just never thought that the Browns were going to be able to score a touchdown or even get in field goal range because they could not get going. The defense was annihilating their offensive line. Rousseau was almost unblockable.
Rousseau had a really good game.
And the Browns offensive line helped him out with that by just not wanting to block him at all.
Yes, they are both at the same time. They're witches' hats and turnstiles. That's really hard to do.
Yeah,
which is really
You
hard to
usually
do.
don't tick both those boxes.
Yes, I don't know how you do both, but they fucking do it.
yeah.
No, I think
Shador gets no favors from his O-line, that's for sure.
Shador didn't look very good, and Judkins is out for the season and what looks like to be a lot of next season as well.
Fractured leg, broken fibula,
Yeah,
And ankles.
and ankle,
Dislocated ankle
potentially
or something.
ligament damage.
yeah.
Look, all I'm going to say on it is, karma catches up with you, big dog. You got away with it. There it is. There's the fucking suspension you should have got at the start of the year.
Yeah,
Here's your 12 weeks on ice, mate. Enjoy
Yeah,
it.
probably didn't deserve to potential career altering injury,
Hey.
but he wasn't far away from it.
Nah, you play with fire. That's what
Yeah.
happens. Shout out to the Bills, a win they needed.
They definitely
Win that-
needed the win because they're still in the hunt, obviously, for the East.
Yeah.
They probably won't be able to catch them now.
No, not unless the Patriots slip up.
Completely
And they got the
shit
Eagles next week. That's a tough game.
there. Yeah, Eagles in Buffalo. That'll be a tough game, and Eagles will want that win because obviously, like I said, they're still playing for the two
seed, yeah.
potentially.
Yeah.
So,
and I
Oh,
think
the Bills wanted just to keep the 5 seed, really.
Joshy boy, if I'm you, mate, I'd get that foot on ice because
they're going to be coming
the
after you.
Philly pass rush is coming after you, bro.
And also, like the Patriots, just to shock you guys, they get a couple of absolute bunnies down the stretch as well to finish their season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is just the story of their year.
I was
Isn't
about
it?
to say that's shocking because they've had such a tough run. You would have thought they would have had some more good.
I think they deserve a couple of bunnies down the stretch.
I mean, all right, fine, and that's true. You're both 100% correct. They are bunnies, but they don't make the schedule. It's not.
No, and in fairness, they started the season as potential bunnies as well.
Yeah.
Patriots.
Yeah,
So
they won
that's-
5 games last year.
yeah, that's
4 games.
That's why their record. That's why their schedule's so good, is because they were the last in their division last year.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
So
It'll even out next year for them. And
Yeah,
they'll
I
be a
think
little
so
bit
too.
better as well.
Yeah, I think next year's going to be. I'm already starting to wonder, like, how good are they going to be next
I think
year?
they'll get knocked down a peg or two, but
And they'll still be good though. I think with Drake May, and we'll talk about them later. But
Yeah.
All right, what's the next game, Tom?
We got the Chargers and Dallas.
All right, Chargers beat Dallas. Let's move on.
it's a bit of a
Uh,
bloodbath, this one.
Oh, I've got one thing to say on this.
Absolutely
Justin
round-
Herbert, who's
round.
been the most pressured and most sacked quarterback over the last 3 weeks due to his horrendous offensive line, 0 pressures and 0 sacks. In this
Yeah,
game for the Cowboys.
he was in
Wow.
control of this game. And
0.
he was running with authority as well. He was trucking defenders
Yeah.
and
with a broken hand.
well, I think the hands on the mend from how he's played the first 2 weeks and how he played this game. There was an obvious difference in his physicality. So look out for the rest of the AFC because they're not going to roll over and die the Chargers.
No, well, they're fighting for the ones that they're fighting to win the division as well.
Yeah, but they are.
which
Yep.
is now they're only a game behind now, and they play each other. Denver
Do they
and
play each other?
last game of the season, Denver
Yeah.
Chargers.
Yeah, they got the Texans.
And the
I'm
Chargers
pretty
beat them
sure,
earlier in the year as well. So
Yep.
if they sweep them, they'll get the seed.
Yep.
in
So they
Mile
can-
High.
So they can 100% steal the West.
Wow, that's going to be a good game.
Yeah, and
Are
good
they
on
a
them.
chance to get any tackles back?
No.
If they go deep in the playoffs?
No, they're
No,
both out
that's
for
a
the year.
shame.
It is
That's
a shame.
big shame. Well said, Tom.
I think I said last week they're just 2 premier tackles away from being a Super Bowl favorite. But yeah, Herbert was unreal. In fairness to like the Prescott, he played really well. But the problem is you just fall behind, and then you have to keep forcing. You have to keep going from 4th down. You have to keep taking all these risks. Like The Cowboys, I think I saw they're going to be one of only 3 teams ever to not make the playoffs with a quarterback throwing for 4,000 yards, 2,000-yard receivers, and a 1,000-yard rusher.
Wow.
Go tell George the fun stat I told you about the Cowboys.
Oh no, George knows. They're the only team to not make an NFC Championship game since 2010. So
Yeah. No, they haven't made
and
one
George,
since
they're
the last time they made one was 1995.
It's now
No,
30.
the Bears haven't made one.
and George.
Yes, they
Bears went
did.
to a Super Bowl with Rex Grossman.
Oh, 2010.
So since 2010, every team in the NFC have made a Super Bowl or NFC Championship game except for the Dallas
Bears
Cowboys.
did make an NFC Championship game in 2010. They lost to Green Bay.
Yeah.
Who won the
Oh,
Super Bowl
okay.
that
So
year.
that's why it's 2010.
Yeah.
And George.
Yeah.
Just want to let you know, Carlton have won a premiership since the Cowboys have played in an NFC Championship.
Yeah, it was
game.
1995. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember.
It's been good.
A lot of heartache for Jimmy there.
Go Blues. Go Blues.
You know,
Go boys.
if you let it get to her, let it get to you, you're lame. All right. Next game, Tommy.
All right.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
Miriam
It
Hampton's
was
looking
our
healthier.
boy against the.
Oh, we're not talking about anything in this game but Tyler Shook.
Yeah,
Scotty, tell him your story. Come on.
Well, after the live show, after Tommy came in with the facts that Tyler Shook is only at $15 for Rookie of the Year.
Tommy off the long run up, by the way.
Yeah, well,
Well played.
and so I think I threw $150 on it, so we're going to win 2,200.
Yep. If he's
And
Rookie of the
then
Year.
all he did was just throw for 300 yards and rush for another 30 or 40 or something.
And
so,
now he's down to $4.
yeah, that was at 15. Now he's at $4. So I'm hoping McMillan gets shut out and Shook gets a couple more wins, which they've got a few easy wins coming up. So
The biggest threat now is Ward because Ward played. We'll talk about him. So he played quite well this week.
They're playing each other next week.
Yeah, I actually think who wins that game.
Deciding game.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, I think that
you know what? Now you give me a reason to watch Titans Saints. You
I
bastards.
know.
why gambling's fun. Always chase your
Gamble responsibly.
It's not gambling. It's investing.
Yes.
Okay? You're investing in your
Look,
children's
Frank's
future.
eating noodles for a little bit because I couldn't afford the bet, but
It's all good, bro.
it's all good. Yeah.
No, shout out to Shook. Like I said, this
He's
shout
actually
out to
playing
the
well.
Saints.
Like all
They're-
jokes aside. Yeah.
The Saints, like it would be so easy for them to roll over and die and just get the number one pick, like we all thought they would do. But they're fighting out. They're beating
Almost
division
convinced
teams.
They were going to do that, to be honest.
Yeah, and then the Jets, who are crap. Don't get me wrong, the Jets are terrible. They're rolling over and dying. The Jets and the Saints did what we kind of thought they would do: is go in and fucking ram the doors in on them. Like they destroyed them.
Yeah.
They were never in this game. The Jets, the Saints looked like such a better team, and in the South where it's not going to take that much to become the best team in the South. It's really not. But if Shook becomes a really good quarterback, that South is theirs for a while.
Potentially, I would say that the Panthers are still ascending while Tampa Bay is coming down. So there's a transition period. But this is a difference between a poverty franchise and a franchise with a bit of prestige. And I touched on this a few weeks ago, but like the Saints are a prestige franchise. They want to win games.
Yeah.
They want to be in playoffs. They've been to the NFC Championship games multiple times over multiple iterations, and they don't accept losing.
Yeah.
No,
And they're coming out that way. And Jets, on the other hand, are a fucking dumpster fire franchise that have been dog shit for
Forever,
the better part of the century.
Yeah.
And this is what you get. You turnstile at coaches, turnstile at quarterbacks, never get it right. And you play against a opposition where you're a chance of winning, you get the doors blown off you.
yeah, absolutely.
There was a good stat I heard in the broadcast about Taysom Hill, who becomes the first player in NFL history to have 1,000 yards passing, rushing, and receiving
in the same year.
in the same year.
In this year,
Yeah.
wow.
And he started off injured too. I think he started on IR or something.
Yeah,
So
in the Super Bowl era, first player to ever do it.
He's actually he's not going to be a Hall of Famer at all. Like he's just not good enough.
well,
but
Devin
he's-
Hester is. So there's
Devin Hess is also the best returner ever.
I know,
he was
but
the
what I'm
best
saying
at
is-
something ever. But he's going to be respected for a very people will talk about Taysom Hill for 100 years. You sit around with your mates going, do you remember Taysom Hill?
He might
Yeah.
be in the,
Played all
he
of
might
them?
be in the Saints Hall of Fame.
Oh, he should be.
Yeah.
for the Ring of Honor. Yeah.
No, he's had a really good career. He's done so much for them. And when they were really good, he was so instrumental for them
Oh,
when
for
they
sure.
had Drew Brees as that second tight end, the fullback, the running back, H-back. He did everything.
Yeah.
Put him anywhere.
Quarterback.
Yeah, quarterback on
Yeah.
certain on goal line stuff
Yeah,
and on the
Like
run.
Wildcat stuff. And they were
Yeah,
doing-
like he was so versatile for them. So
Shout out
yeah.
Tyler Shook. Bring it home, baby.
Let's go.
Yeah,
go,
they put
Tom.
him in for the last snap
Papa
of the
needs some-
game to get his
Papa needs some new
yards.
shoes. Let's go, baby.
yeah, nice. All right. Next game we have another.
Sorry, there's a bit of a river of poo coming, but
Yeah.
we got to get to him.
We'll move through these quick. Vikings beat the Giants. You guys got anything?
This game was so bad. I don't understand what these coaches are doing. Did you see that Jackson Dart only threw the ball 5 times in the first half?
Did you see why?
What do you mean, why?
Because he had 3 passing attempts and he got sacked before he finished his drop back.
That's pretty fucking
I think they were genuinely protecting him.
Well, I was watching this on Red Zone and they literally showed him getting the ball in the 3rd step of his drop back, getting drilled in the back. And I was like,
shit.
what the fuck is going on down there?
He got sacked 5 times. Yeah, you're right.
So, like, he doesn't even get a chance to throw the ball. And then they're like, oh, well, we can't protect him. And he's got a history of concussions. So we'll just run it 40 times.
The scary start to your career when the team's already worried about you getting hit because of concussions.
Well, I think it's just inability because they've got no coach and no O-line and
Yeah,
no
like,
receivers.
it makes sense.
They've got nothing around him to even
no.
have a fragment of success. But
And then what happened to
McCarthy
our boy
looked dog
JJ?
shit too.
Yeah, he looked
McCarthy-
awful, and then he got hurt. Something happened to him.
Something with was it his hand? Or
His
something?
hand, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I didn't, and in fairness, I didn't care in the slightest.
And I saw the medic touch his hand and he was acting like a little bitch. Like, tough it out.
Yeah, he did
Oh,
a little bit.
Oh my God. Fuck me, your vagina's showing, seriously.
So the fact that they won with
Even if you got a broken hand, like, even on a football field, you just stare down the other sideline and be like, that doesn't hurt, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
was it his throwing hand?
No, I think non-throwing hand.
No, I thought it was his right hand. I thought it was.
Oh,
his
okay.
right
Well, maybe I'm okay. Fair enough.
Either way, he was awful before that, and Brosner was no much better. It was a miracle that the Vikings were able to win this game because it was terrible.
Was it? Yeah.
So, all right, that's enough of that game.
I just want another stat.
Yeah.
I've seen
Yes.
a lot of stats.
Shoot him
Hit him
through.
with the stats.
Justin Jefferson's 3rd most receiving yards of any receiver in his first 6 seasons. He's at 7,881. He's just behind Torrey Holt and Randy Moss.
Wow, that's good.
And he's been on ice for most of the year too.
Well,
Like,
they said, and he's had about 400 different quarterbacks as well in
Yeah.
those 6 seasons. So.
Yeah, how fucking good was
Well,
Torrey Holt?
Yeah, Torrey Holt was
That's
good.
everyone watching. That's Torrey Holt signed helmet up in that top right hand corner. One of my favorite, the old school Ram. He was a gun.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Next game we have Kansas City Chiefs getting steamrolled
This was so
by
good.
the Titans.
This is by design.
Yeah, they're doing it on purpose now.
Yeah.
Well, they
There
had
was no effort in this at all.
8 guys out, or they pulled like 8 guys from the
8 starters
Yeah.
they pulled.
Yeah.
And then Gardner Minshew's done his ACL as well.
Yep.
So we'll talk about the Christmas Day games later, but they're rolling into that with Chris Alarcon,
Aladakane.
Alarcon,
Yeah.
Alarcon, who
Chiefs looked absolutely awful. They looked devoid of any fight, of any spirit. They were just
done.
No, they're throwing it in. Yeah.
Queuing the ranks. And you know what?
Completely.
Smart. They're not. They just got to get the best draft pick they can now.
thrown in
Yeah.
the towel.
And at 6 wins, they might be able to get in the top 10.
Yeah. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Yeah.
Potentially.
And then
I'll
bring in some talent,
Tommy,
reboot.
do you know what pick they are now? Please?
Yeah, look.
I think they're
Draft a
13 or
running back.
14 or something.
Yeah, and as for the Titans, it's good to see Cam Ward getting some, although it's a
Reward for effort.
Yeah, reward for his effort. Like he needed to get some wins on the board, and I'm glad he got one. Like I just think that it's important for that team.
I've got too much writing on this now.
No, I think that we've said before when they play each other next week, that'll
That'll
be
decide it.
Yeah.
Chiefs
Um,
currently have pick 12.
Yeah.
Pick 12. So yeah, they keep folding out, and some
One
dumb
pick
teams
behind
keep
the Rams.
winning. Rams.
Well, Atlanta's
Thank you, Falcons.
Atlanta's crashing and burning hard too.
Yeah.
And they're playing for everything. They're just not very good.
Oh, they had a good win this week, but yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, good effort by the Titans. You know, obviously they've got to get a coach and
Yeah.
a few things to sort out in the off season, but still, good, like you said, good reward for effort. And fuck the Chiefs.
Yeah, it's been more enjoyable than I thought it would be.
Oh,
I
I'm like a Cheshire cat, just like smiling,
Yeah.
watching them get.
it's mainly the fans that are making me laugh so much.
it's not even on my radar.
Oh,
I
that's
don't- I
so
just don't
funny.
even care.
They're so upset and trying to pretend they're not upset. It's like, just don't be up. You've won fucking 3 Super Bowls. It's been
But you
fun.
know what?
Just
They'll
chill
get a
out.
good draft pick and they'll be right back in the mix next year. or something.
Potentially, yeah. If Mahomes recovers and that, I think
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
Another hypothetical, if you said the Tennessee Titans are going to blow out the Chiefs in week 16 at
No,
the
you
start
would've-
of the year.
The only way you would have thought it was the Chiefs have already won the West and they're just rolling
sitting
through the
at one,
motions
Yeah, it's fair.
for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Next game we have the Cincinnati Bengals, who had a really good win over the Dolphins.
The Chase Brown show.
Yeah, Quinn Ewers was I don't know if
Is he worse than Tua?
probably
No.
not.
No,
Probably
he's
not.
better than Tua.
The only real bad play I thought was when they were on 4th down. He threw it to a guy 5 yards short of the sticks. on
Yeah,
4th
that was
down,
bad. Yeah.
Which apparently he didn't realize it was 4th down, which is never. You just shut up and don't say it.
Did he actually say that?
No, apparently,
I think it was one of his picks off the receiver's hands as well.
yeah, he had to pick off
Yeah,
the receiver.
yeah.
Like, he
So it's
certainly
not really
wasn't.
on him.
He certainly wasn't awful. Like he wasn't awful. It didn't look much different between him and Tua.
You got to at least see what you got with him because you know that Tua's not there next year. You know that for sure.
you'd think so.
He's done.
Think so.
Yeah, I think that they're probably getting a veteran in, a bridge quarterback for the rich quarterback draft coming up
Kirk Cousins.
the following season.
Yeah, like a
And,
Kirk Cousins sort of guy. That's
and,
right.
Kirk Cousins, Mac Jones, fucking Kyler Murray, any one of them.
If they were smart, they'd give Mac Jones a 2-year contract.
Yeah.
And then if it works out really well, then you don't have to go and get one. You know what I mean? He's still young
Sure.
and he's played well.
Well, is
when
he,
he had to
can we
this
look
year.
up if he's under contract or not? So I think we brought this up last week.
Who's that, Tua?
contracted- No, Mac Jones is contracted for next year.
Are you talking about Mac Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%
I'll look.
he is. I can tell you right now. He is.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
Also, while I looked that up, Joe Burrow crossed 20,000 yards in this game as well.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he looked like he had a little bit more drive, but let's just watch how this one plays out.
Yeah, he seemed like he wanted to not, like, because he played so bad last week, he just wanted to play better. But I don't think that was for the Bengals.
It wasn't. No. That was purely for him.
Yeah.
That's just like to raise his own stocks a little bit.
Yeah,
For-
Mac Jones last year or this year signed a 2-year, $8.4
Yeah.
million contract.
There you go. So that's, I mean, so now
What,
someone's
can
going
you
to
just-
trade for
Can you
him.
just click on the Bengals? I just want to see what how many yards he finished with. Yeah,
309.
300 yards. Yeah.
Yeah. What did Chase Young? How did he go?
Chase Brown, he
No, he had a really good game.
He had heaps of
43.
receiving. Yeah, two tutties receiving, 1 yard, one tutty rushing. Yeah,
Yeah, and then Chase
probably
had
won a
100
few
yards.
fantasy games for a lot of people
Yeah,
in finals.
and Higgins had a touchdown. Like I said, they almost did what they want against Miami.
Yeah, Miami
Is
fucking
McDaniels?
suck.
Is he going to survive?
No,
I think so.
No.
I think so.
I read a report that they've said that they are
So they've
rolling back with him.
they've picked their horse
They've
basically.
picked
Like-
McDaniels, not Tua.
Yeah.
Like I've said, the coaching carousel, that there's no one coming through.
They
that is
reckon Matt Nagy is the hot seat for this year.
yeah, well, that's
Matt Nagy,
yeah. We've
You're
seen that
kidding,
crash.
aren't
the
you?
OC of the Chiefs, and got fired from
The
the
Bears.
Bears
Yeah.
2 years
To
ago.
get a head coaching spot.
They reckon he is the number one guy that people
That's
want
what I
to
mean.
audition.
That's terrible.
That's because there's just no one else, all
I'd be
college
co-
people.
I'd be calling the shit. I'd be calling about 4 different blokes before I call him.
And then the other guy is the Notre Dame head coach.
I'd be
who-
calling
I think
the
he'll
DC
stay there. He's on
yeah, I think
so
he
much
will too.
Freeman. I
Who's the
think he's
DC
on so
from-
much money.
who's the DC from Green Bay? I'd be calling him.
Yeah, Heafy. I think that he's
Yeah.
going to stay there for another year.
Yeah, I just think there's that.
Fucking
That was one of the names that went up that people are asking for interviews. Yeah, and he's white, so you know it's not Rooney rule. Like,
I wouldn't be
I'm not
surprised if
actually
John
saying that
Harbaugh
rudely.
goes
Like
somewhere.
they know it's legitimate because you don't have to interview if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I think a team will pick up John Harbaugh because Ravens are going to get rid of him.
we'll
Yeah, I
talk about the Ravens. Don't you worry, Tommy.
Yeah, I know.
They're coming up. They're coming up. All right, what's the next game? We've got the Atlanta Falcons.
They won a game of football.
Beating the Cardinals. The Cardinals didn't do your plan. Oh no, they did do your plan. They lose, so then the Rams get a worse pick.
Yep.
Yeah, Atlanta, I don't know what to say. These two teams.
No, the Cardinals wanted to win, so the Rams got a better pick because the Falcons go down.
I'll
this
say
way.
what I'll say watching this game was that this was if you had said that this game was week 1 or week 2 and Cousins throws for 200 yards and Bijan has a good game and you think and Kyle Pitts catches a touchdown, you think this is what Atlanta's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
This is what they were supposed to look like.
So is Penix the problem?
Oh no, Cousins didn't look good.
He's had some
He didn't
okay
look
games.
awful. He didn't look awful.
He looked like an old man game manager that threw the ball 5 yards before the 6 every single time and hoped that someone could make a play. That's not what you want out of your quarterback.
No, that's fair. That's what I'm saying though. Is Penix, is he locked in starter next year? Is there
I don't know.
any controversy there? Because he's got to next year is year to prove it. That's his 3rd year. He needs to make it happen next year and show these the future
Well,
sort of thing.
I think the fact that they haven't moved off Cousins yet. says
Yeah, well,
something.
it's only
Well,
because I got rid of him, like trading
Yeah.
him this year. I think
Well, they
wanted
couldn't
him
because
as
I think the injury came after the deadline.
yeah, and I don't think anyone wanted Cousins for the money.
Yeah.
I think that they want Cousins out. They're going to have to cut him.
Yeah.
And the bottom line is if you've got a quarterback on a rookie deal and Cousins and you can't get rid of the money by trading him, then you just hang on to it. Like,
Well, it
what's the
makes no
point?
difference.
No
Yeah.
Yeah,
point
you-
cutting him and
you-
just have the dead cap.
You're not saving any money. So the dead cap will go down a little bit next year. So maybe they decide to pull that trigger then. But again, why not keep him as a good backup and
or
if
even
another
to
team?
compete.
Yeah, and if another team comes along and says, "Hey, we really want Kirk," then you use that.
The reason why you don't keep him is because you don't want to have the clutter in the quarterback room. You want to hand the keys over with no distractions, and you just have full faith in Penix. But now he's got someone looking over his shoulder all the time. He just would never fulfill like where he's meant to be.
Yeah, that's fair. You just want to. Yeah,
I don't know if organisationally they've got the faith in Penix though.
Well, they did in the all preseason. They were like, "Oh, he's the best quarterback. He can make every throw, this, that, and the other," and he can. It's just he's had 3 major knee injuries, and
that's kind of where I'm at with it. Like, yeah, sure, he can make the throws, no doubt, but is his body going to hold up?
Yeah, well, we'll have to wait and see on that one.
And what was the stat that we said? It was like in 8 seasons of football, college and the pros,
6 times he's had
I think 4. He's had 4 season-ending injuries in 8 seasons of football.
Yeah.
Like that's not.
It sucks as well.
That's
like,
not.
it sucks. He's clearly very intelligent. Like it's,
Yeah.
and then as for the Cardinals, then we can move on. I think these guys have. I think the guys are quit. I think Gannon might be in trouble too.
Yeah.
The only
Which is
thing,
a
again,
shame.
the only thing that could keep a lot of these coaches on the fringe now is that who's coming. Who are they getting rid of them for?
Yeah, who's better?
If you don't think these organizations are having these conversations with other coaches
Of course they are.
before they decide to fire their coach, the conversation's been had. They've got a couple of guys they like, and they're like, all right, cool. We think both these guys are going to be better than Gannon. Let's move on. I don't know if there's a coaching.
Are you saying
candidate.
that they would shortlist like 2 or 3 guys?
Yeah, and then they'll be
potentially
like-
touch base with their representatives or whatever.
I reckon
Of course they would.
Stefanski's the one that if he gets fired, that everyone's going to try and go straight for.
I think Stefanski could very well be fired and hired immediately.
Yeah,
as a-
I think
as
he
a head
wants to
coach.
walk. To be honest,
And to be fair, it looks like the Saints could win out in this division, so the Falcons could get a really easier schedule next season.
Yeah,
well,
true.
they need all the help they can get. They're fucking dog shit.
Well, that's what I mean with Penix, and then Gannon will still be there though. That's
Yeah.
what the organization could look at and be like, hey, you never know.
How did Atlanta hurt you?
That's just shit, and everyone pumps them up every year, and they let everyone down every year. And I just want to be on record just being a trendsetter and just saying, no, they're not good. They're just shit.
I don't know who pumps them up though. I don't know.
They were the dark horse for a lot of national media outlets. They were like a dark horse.
I think it's just because the South is so crap. Like really, going into next year, anyone could win the South.
But like I
With all
saw predictions that like they were going to be a 3 seed.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
but
crazy.
but
That's
every
crazy.
year they get pumped up.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
that's someone just doing that just for rage bait, bro. Clearly it works.
No,
Scotty's very hurt.
All right,
by the
yeah,
way.
dog shit.
I've gone this. Let's move on, please.
Let's-
Now we're fucking.
Let's talk some
My Jags.
absolute-
We've got some actual games
Wow.
coming up.
Now, in previous podcasts,
the aura.
Yeah,
previous podcasts, we've spoken about
we
we collectively have spoken about teams that need statement wins
Mm.
to solidify their season, to solidify their position, to solidify their seed, to solidify their record.
Yep.
This is a statement win.
They did get
For
a
the
punt.
Jacksonville
They did get a
Jaguars.
punt return for a touchdown.
Yeah. So
No, they didn't. I don't actually know.
no,
No,
this
they
is a
didn't.
statement win.
No, Lawrence threw 3 touchdowns, ran for another one, 0 turnovers.
yeah, he looks really good too.
He looks so comfortable now in that offense. Coleman and him seem to be like, obviously, when things go well, you can tell that relationship just gets better and better, and it has got better and better.
Yep.
Also, keep in mind, like they're doing this without, no matter what you think of Travis Hunter, they're doing it without their guy who was they
Well, I
traded
think-
up for, and
Well, yeah, but
I think that's an addition by subtraction. And there's no offense to Travis Hunter, but I think they were trying too hard to see what he can do.
I think
Is
he's
it-
a DB next year.
Well, I
Going
think
forward.
that they know he's a playmaker, but they're going to try and figure out how to turn him into a playmaker. But who was the receiver they use in that similar role? Washington?
yes,
Washington?
Yeah, he had a great game.
Yeah, he's had a good couple of weeks where he's a bit more of a yak guy. He's a deep threat. They move him around in the formation a bit. Jacoby Myers has been really good
That
since
was
they
a
traded for him.
great trade then as well.
They traded him and signed him.
Yeah,
as well.
it was a
Yeah,
great
re-signed him. I think 3 years, 60 million. So
I get your point about Hunter, but he's got enough talent that
He'd still
as,
help.
as the year goes on. He gets obviously he's going to get better and better within the system. You can't tell me that by now, if he's played the whole year consistently, by now he would not be helping his team win games. Of course he would be.
well, he's doing the exact same thing Washington's doing.
No,
but
I'd
he-
say maybe he might be helping them defensively. He'd still be a starter on their team.
My
Yeah,
point-
that's my
My
point.
point was that they were force feeding him too much at the detriment
Fair.
to their offense. And now that they've spread the ball out a little bit more and unlocked the offense, it's just coincided with his injury.
Yeah.
And I think by design they were trying to feed it to him and it wasn't working. And now that they're basically playing a scheme properly.
Should they just scrap the whole Hunter on offense experiment and just make
No,
it
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that they're
asking
just.
what you think. Do you
I think they need to
one
integrate him as a part, not as the main part.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair too.
Yeah.
But yeah, good win by the Jags. Broncos.
They didn't play terrible.
No, they didn't play terrible at all.
It just wasn't their day. You could just
Nah,
see them, like, this
they've
wasn't
been
their day.
flirting with a day like this for a few weeks.
They definitely have.
And I thought it was going to be last week. Who did they beat last
Green
week?
Bay.
I thought it was going to be last week they would have this day, and it wasn't.
They had a lot of bad execution games against bad teams and just snuck over the line.
Yeah.
They've been behind in 11 games this year.
The Broncos.
Yep.
Yeah. And like I said, Bonex, he played fine in this game. Like,
Yeah,
he
he
wasn't
was
bad
fine.
at all.
Yep.
I just think it wasn't their day, and it was the Jags' day, and it meant
They
a
came
lot
with
more
some
to them.
juice, the Jags.
Yeah,
They-
they wanted that game. They wanted that win. You know, there was talk. I know there was some clips of Peyton talking about them as a small market team.
Yeah, and
and
Cohen
Cohen
responded.
like obviously that pissed them off a bit. Cohen's that's where like you can tell a guy's a good head coach because he's using motivation not in like a negative
versus
way, like
them.
he's using it as a way to be like, hey, let's show them we're not that small.
Us versus the world.
Galvanizing.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
yeah, like
very
you can
good
tell,
way of putting it.
You could tell that the team really love him and they really get around him. Also, if he wins one more game this year, which is extremely likely, he becomes the 5th most winningest coach in Jaguars history.
Shout out to the
In one
dumpster franchise.
Yeah, but this
They're
is where
turning it
it
around.
starts.
They're turning
This
around.
is where it starts. And
They got the Titans in 2 weeks.
If you had a time from his first press conference, if anyone could say they would have predicted this, that they were going to win 11 games, I'd call you a fucking.
No, I really like the signing. I would never have thought 11 games. So I thought that would be a 9, maybe 8-9 win team.
Yeah, sort of figure it out, and then be good like next year, kind of.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
But Cohen did so well with Baker Mayfield last year as well.
Yep. He's a good coach.
And that's obviously part of the reason why the Bucks are declining because he's not there anymore.
Yeah, very fair.
Yeah, yep. One thing with this game, and it's a little bit of a shot at the refs, and the second last play of the game when the receiver was running across the middle, I think his name's Murphy or something like that.
Oh, and the guy, he got the hit on him, yeah.
Yeah, I know that it hurt him and he had to be carried off the field, but come on, why are we calling that a flag?
There was not a flag at all. He hit him clean in the chest.
Hit him shoulder. He led with the shoulder. The head didn't make contact with, or very minimal contact with any part of it, and he hit him in the chest.
And that Broncos player's now been suspended or something. Oh no, it was a Chargers player. Sorry,
Yeah, Chargers player got suspended. I just think as well. I think it's like they call it defenseless. Like, what do you want the guy to do? Not tackle him? I don't understand. It was perfect form, perfect position, perfect hit. He didn't break any rules. It wasn't dirty.
Didn't lead with the helmet.
No, it was as good as you could tackle someone. And it's a real shame that he got hurt. Like,
yeah, it is. And I'm not celebrating someone getting hurt.
No, the outcome can't influence the call, and that's the problem with the refs right now.
On the other side of that now, if that is going to be the standard and you have a defender slowing down to wait for the offensive player to have a ball and have an opportunity to make a move, he just sidesteps him as a walk-off touchdown, and there's an opportunity for them to win the game off an onside kick.
Yeah, 100%.
You're taking away the football part of football.
Yeah, no, it's poor reffing.
And if you go 2 steps forward from that, in the film room on Monday, if he doesn't make that play, like he's getting shreds ripped off.
Yeah. I think I even saw. I believe I saw the offensive coordinator of the Broncos say that they were saying it's not a penalty. Like, it sucks he's hurt, but the Broncos players were actually tapping that kid on the face, saying, "Hey, like,
that's a
it's
football
all
play."
good, man." 'Cause
Injuries are a big part of sport.
Yeah, he thought they were all pissed off, and they're like, "No, man, that was just really unlucky."
And to the safety's credit, he did check on him when he was in the car. And he was like, "Oh, I hope you're all good." And
there was no malice in it. It was
there
just
definitely wasn't.
It was just
football, man.
Yeah.
Like,
But that's not a defenseless player. And refs, pull your fucking head in.
Can I also add on to the ref scenario? And can you guys explain it a bit? The roughing the passer call that they did as well. Not the one where they actually lit up
the
Lawrence.
Chargers. Oh, that was.
But the Broncos, they said he was a little bit late. But the hit looked perfect.
Franklin Myers.
Yeah.
Well, ever since when Rodgers broke his collarbone when the defender came across his body and landed on him, they changed the rule that you've either got to break the
so
fall.
it's the landing on.
Yeah,
landing on
you
the
got
quarterback
to
that they
roll
can't
off
do.
them during the
Okay.
hit.
Yeah.
But which is what this rule, we're going to be on this for a long time.
No, I just
What
saw
fucking
it and I
shits me
was
about
like,
that rule is that quarterbacks are now, they're all 6'6" and gym monsters. So you can't just roll off a mid hit because they'll actually blow up a D lineman and keep running. And then how are you at full speed coming off an edge, beating a lineman, and then have you decelerate enough to break your fall after the hit. Like, what are you expecting football players to do?
I think
It's a dumb rule.
what you're asking the defender to do is borderline impossible.
It is, and that's
you can't, and especially like at that speed, that bang bang style, like it's just you can't. It can't
And they
be done.
pick and choose when they call it too.
And I get that you can't pick up a quarterback now, and like you never could, but I get like during a hit, you can't pick him up and drive him into the ground. There's no room for that in the game, but you can't have a D lineman that needs the force and the intensity to hit an NFL player and then mid hit either roll off him or try and break their fall while completing a tackle. It's just stupid.
That was my question more was like, is there actually a practical way that the hit can actually happen
No.
without? Okay.
No.
Because then
And-
what you're asking the defender to like what just at the point of contact to what slow down like,
Yeah.
what,
Because the Broncos player was literally standing there like, what am I supposed to do?
Look up Lawrence stats. I bet you he's 6'4" and 105 kilos.
man, he's like 6'6", dude.
Well, he's 6'6" and 105 or 107 kilos. Like,
It's huge.
he's been in a football weightlifting program since he was 14. The dude's as strong as a fucking ox.
Yeah.
6'6", 220.
Yeah. So yeah,
600 kilos.
Yeah.
But that's it.
like
Big unit. If you slow down, you bounce off him and he throws.
don't get me wrong.
Exactly.
Franklin Myers is a fucking giant human too. But
Yeah.
what are you doing?
No.
Well, how's it going to look if he shapes up to hit him, slows down, hesitates a little bit, and then gets stiff armed into the pavement 5 yards behind the field?
Yeah. Or like,
Like he's on highlight reels for being a fucking goose. Like
yeah, exactly. No, he's right. He's right because in the film study they'll pull that up and go, dude, what happened?
I told you,
It's just
this
so
is like
funny.
one of the most. I'm the most passionate about this rule
Oh,
because
the body weight. I hate it.
It
I
is-
hate it. It's a stupid rule.
I understand it all, and I'm not being naive to that, but it is just poorly written and executed.
See, I'm the opposite. Like you should be able to drive a quarterback into the ground.
No, because you don't want to ruin a whole team's season by driving a guy and he does an AC joint.
Bad luck,
No, you
bad
can't
luck,
have that.
block
You
better.
can't have that.
Block better.
Uh,
Block better.
Can't
Myers
have
is 6'4" and 288, so he's only 130 kilos, but
288.
that's
No,
not a lot.
he's
There's not a lot of
30 kilos.
30 kilos, but there's not a lot of difference with you take sort
No.
of, yeah.
No.
I know they're built different, but
Yeah. No, anyway, it's a dumb rule.
Good win. Good win. Go Jags.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Jags. Awesome.
Speaking
stuff.
of good wins,
yes.
I mean,
yeah. Do we? Can we just?
No. This
It's
was a good win. This was a good win.
I think we need to change our. We're talking about the Lions and Steelers now because obviously everyone listening and watching can't see what we're seeing.
No, let's say pop up on the video if they're on the video.
Oh, well, there you
Watch
go.
the video.
Watch the
people.
video.
Yeah, watch the video.
That shows you how far behind I am.
This was a good win. by
It's like we got a camera.
No, but I think we need to change our perception on the Steelers a little bit
Yeah.
and the Lions a lot.
Oh, the Lions' perception's changed for me. It's just something missing this year. It's
Yep.
it's not there. Injuries have hurt them as well, which
The
is
injuries
and
have really hamstrung.
I think the three of us are Lion fans. We love an underdog. We love the turnaround. We love Dan Campbell. We love everything that everyone else loves about the Lions. But the 2 years in a row now, this is
and defensively they are atrocious. Like
Yeah.
what they had 3 50-yard touchdown runs on them.
Yeah.
They can't fill a hole. They can't tackle. Like
Jalen Warren went untouched.
yeah, Warren played well. Don't get me wrong. Like
Yeah.
he played well. But then like the Kenneth Gainwell touchdown just before the half when the
Oh
penalty,
yeah,
like,
he was down without contact. Just gets up and runs.
Like
Yeah,
it just when it's not your year or your day.
that was a
it's-
good catch, though.
It was a great catch.
yeah, it
And,
was a
like,
great play. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, sometimes when it's not your time, it's not your time, and then at the end you can argue it was OPI, you can argue it wasn't. It doesn't really.
Well,
matter.
did he push off?
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
The one on Ramsey was PI, I think.
Yeah.
The one where Tesla just runs a slant and the defender does not try and avoid, like he's not beelining at him. He doesn't change his angle. He runs. The rule is that you can't touch them.
Well, it's the defender's space.
Yeah,
You're
no,
running into the
The
defender's
rule
space.
is once it goes past 1 yard, it's not. It's both your space. So as a defender, you have to either go over him or under him. That's
Right.
that's the way it happens. And it was 3 yards downfield. I even saw Aqib Talib, who does a really good podcast with Richie Incognito.
Oh yeah.
I know, shocked those two are together.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's,
and
They'll,
Richie-
they'll be shooting some shit.
Richie Incognito is actually outstanding.
that's
He-
a really weird duo.
Yeah,
Wow,
they
I'm
are.
gonna have to give that a listen.
It's an underdog podcast.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is actually really good. And Aqib Talib came out and was like, that's one of the worst OPI. And he's a defensive back. And he was
Yeah.
like, that is ridiculous.
Okay.
That defender, he knew what he was doing. He knew he was beat already and thought, I'm going to run into this offensive player and try and get a penalty. It
Yeah.
shouldn't have been a penalty.
Yeah.
That's my only refs stop on ticky-tack bullshit ruining end of games.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I'm not saying Pittsburgh didn't deserve to win. I think they played much better than the Lions for most of the game, right?
Yep.
But unfortunately, sometimes a team finds a way to win, right? And they robbed us of that. They robbed us of that opportunity from, like I said, the one on Ramsey, I think you can't just run up and shove a guy. But also, Ramsey soft played that. He bounced off, hands in the air.
Yeah, he did.
Like a ref should be saying, well, hold on, man, you're a big, strong dude too. Like, you know, he doesn't have to shove you 5 yards backwards.
And the biggest story coming out of this game is Metcalf jabbing a fan in the
2-week suspension, which is soft as fuck from the NFL, a 2-week suspension. That is purely, we'll make sure he's back for playoffs. You cannot go and punch a fan in the face he wasn't even abusing him. He was trying to get him to sign a Pittsburgh Steelers jumper for one of his family members.
Okay.
And then there was a bit of back and forth because Metcalf came out and said he called him the N-word and called him some stuff. Turns out videos come out, unless it was way before that, it never happened.
Right.
And he was trying to get him to sign a Pittsburgh jersey, but he was a Lions fan. And then all the Pittsburgh people were going, no, don't sign it, DK, don't sign it, DK.
Yeah.
And he was like, come on, man, sign it for me, sign it for me. And then he walked up and they thought he was going to sign it. And instead he punches him in the face twice.
That's if that's correct and that's what happened, that's a very, very strange turn of events.
Yeah.
2-week suspension? Are you kidding me?
I feel like there's more to that story.
Potentially, but that's what there was video that's coming out now that shows about 40 seconds before it happened.
Yeah.
Shows them into the whole thing.
And Scotty made a good point about DK. Obviously, he knows him well from the Seattle days. That he's a bit of a diva and he's known to crack the shits and throw the baby out with the bathwater. But I kind of, and you're right, Scott, he's not the sort of guy to he's not really an instigator. He's more of a reactor than he is an instigator.
Fair. But either way, whether he's reacted or not, you cannot go and punch a fan in the face.
Yeah.
Get the security and go, that guy just called me the N-word. Can you get rid of him, please? And report him.
Well, like what happened with the Ravens as well when Hopkins jumped in or got hit and then Lamar pushed the fan as well. Like,
yeah, but that was him actually. That guy was going at Hopkins, like grabbing him.
I know, but if there was slurs or anything said, we need there needs to be a strict line on fans that you can't be also agitating the players.
Yeah, and we have to wait for it to come out.
Or verbally.
Yeah, and we have to wait for it to come out by all reports from that he didn't do anything. And there's video of it. Like I said, we don't know.
You see 40 seconds. Who
something
says
will come out tomorrow from someone else who's got it and said, no, I've actually got the full thing. I'm a Pittsburgh fan.
Right,
I've got the full thing.
Let me play devil's advocate here for a minute. Even if he flat out used the hard R and called him the N-word.
Yeah.
You can't just do a Ron Artest and start jumping and start.
Oh, that documentary. Oh, no, I'm not going to sidetrack, but that documentary is
Malice in the Palace.
You can't do a Ron Artest.
Fantastic.
You just can't do it. No matter what.
And 2 weeks is soft as shit. It is soft from the NFL. That is, you'll be back for playoffs.
Yeah.
It's crap.
Maybe the NFL know more than we do.
Well, that's also, I think that's just protecting their bottom line there. I think.
Potentially.
Yeah, maybe.
But
maybe.
Good win on the road for the Steelers.
Yeah, great win.
All but sealed the division.
Oh, I think so. Now, what are the Ravens?
The Ravens aren't playing well enough to win it.
Nah, the Ravens got to beat the Packers, and the Steelers are going to lose to the Browns.
And then they play each other.
Just go down on the top TV, please, so we can see it.
So they're 2 games behind.
Yeah.
So Pittsburgh have to lose out, and they play each other in the last game. So it's going to come down to Browns. Can the Browns do something against
mathematically? Yes, it can happen, but this is not a Baltimore team that we've seen like the years before. This is a different team.
And we'll talk about them coming up.
And they shouldn't be put up on the same pedestal.
I also kind of have a sneaky chance of the Steelers winning a game in the playoffs.
Your call was diabolical about Tomlin. He's flirting too
far, getting too far above 500.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. He's got to lose the next 2 games.
Yeah.
In fairness to him, I know he gets a bit of a hard time with this because there's been a lot of mediocre winning seasons. But he's coached for 19 seasons in NFL and never had a winning season.
It is impressive as much
and he's won a Super Bowl. Yeah. I know I'm not the biggest rat for him, and I think it's probably time Pittsburgh start going a different direction. But you know what? He's galvanized his team down the stretch. Their last 3 games, they've won really good games
without TJ Watt.
And Rodgers is starting to play a lot better, challenging the ball downfield, which is opening up the running game.
Yep.
So I said, do you want to play a Rodgers in Pittsburgh in the playoffs?
Yes. Absolutely.
They'll be playing the Chargers.
For sure.
Yeah, Chargers should beat them. But I think the mindset...
That O-line versus the defense?
Well, the mindset's just changing a little bit to, okay, this team's all right. They could go. And I guarantee you, Rodgers is going to go again next year.
Dude,
he'll be their quarterback next year.
And they're probably going to win 11 games. He's definitely going again.
Yeah, he'll be their quarterback next year. Shout out to the Browns.
Is he still trying to get to the Vikings, though? That is the question.
Nah, I think that dream's over. We can talk Raiders 2-point loss to the Houston Texans.
They came out with a bit of heart.
They did. They fought. Keep in mind, Texans also got a pick six, which was one of their scores as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like this was the offense that,
That was
we
Stingley. That
were.
was Stingley's.
Yeah,
pick,
Stingley.
yeah.
This was the offense that we were scared about the last
Yeah.
probably from 4 weeks ago, and it kind of reared its ugly head again. They couldn't pass protect. Stroud said he doesn't turn the ball over. It's not what he does, but because he couldn't just do anything because it was under pressure. It's a little worrying. They got the win, so it kind of band-aids over a bad game, and no one's going to care about it as of after tonight, probably.
No.
I won't think about it. It's a win's a win, but there was some issues there.
I think this is just a good team that's been playing at a high level for so long, and they typically just have a bad game. And this was probably more of that than it was a reflection of what was happening earlier in the year.
Yeah, very fair.
I think they've turned the corner completely, and I think they've been in playoff mode for 6 weeks. And as a team, that emotional roller coaster week in, week out.
This is almost your week off where you're like, oh, we've got the Raiders, cool, we can chill a bit.
And they could have potentially overlooked them a little bit, and the Raiders just came out with some sort of passion they found somewhere. Who knows?
It was
where.
Genty.
Yeah.
Genty was the passion. Genty's going to have 1,000-yard season. He's going to have, I think, like 1,300 total yards.
Didn't you guys just laugh at me 2 weeks ago when I said that he's going to be a 1,000-yard rusher?
No, not 1,000-yard rusher. He needs
total yards.
Yeah, total yards. He's
Okay.
receiving, but he's like the first rookie running back. Like there's only like 6 guys who have scored 5 receiving touchdowns in their first year.
Yeah.
So he looks what we think he is.
Yeah,
it's just
definitely.
unfortunately he's just on a really bad team. And if he was drafted to a team that could have really utilized him, it would be so fun. But
Yep.
he's not. He's a Raider, unfortunately. Geno was back in this game, so no Kenny Smallhands, which did help them a little bit. Not a lot,
absolutely.
but it does help.
Kenny Smallhands is
He's
terrible.
much better than Kenny Smallhands.
Yes. Oh, for sure.
So can you just go to the division standings for the South, please?
So
Yeah, okay.
so they're a game behind Jacksonville.
And they've played each other twice already.
Yep, I think have the Jags swept them.
No,
They've split.
No, the Jags were up by 2.5 scores or something, and
that's
the,
right. They
and the
fell
Texans
apart.
came back in the last quarter. So,
Yeah, that's right.
tight game, and I think
Texans have the Chargers and the Colts to end this season.
Yeah, it's a I don't think they'll be. Oh, they should beat the
And
Chargers.
who do the
They're-
Jags have, please?
Yeah, the Jags week 18, since I'm here.
I think Colts and I can't remember the last team.
It'd be division teams, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Colton's Titans, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they got Titans and Colts.
Yeah.
Right. So
So
But
you'd think the Jags will win out.
you think so?
Well, they're in the
honestly.
box seat. Yeah.
Yeah.
And from what we've seen from the Colts,
That was a huge win for them against the Broncos.
That's
really
what I mean,
good
because it
set
would have
up.
opened. They would have been tied.
Yeah.
Going into the last
It's
2
really
games.
set
So
up.
yeah,
for
Houston.
them.
Everything for Houston comes down to this week against the Chargers because I think they'll beat the Colts.
well, I think they're still in the prime spot for a playoff spot.
I think they'll make the playoffs. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. What seed are they, Tom? Are they the 6th seed in the
7, I think. Now.
They are who?
Texans?
The Texans are the 7.
Yeah.
7 right now.
A game clear on 7 as well.
Yeah, game clear of the Colts. Like the Colts.
Oh, Colts and Ravens. Oh no, that's it.
No, they're 2 games. They're 2 games clear of the
Yeah.
Colts.
They're
3 of the
So
Ravens.
it's just mathematically they haven't clinched.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all it is.
No,
it's the
they-
same with the Steelers. The Steelers are the 4 seed, but are still in the hunt because they haven't technically clinched yet. Like they're 2 games clear.
Yeah.
They fail from there. They can blame no one. but
No,
themselves.
that's pretty much set for sure.
Yeah. All right. Next game, we have the New England Patriots. This was a good game, in fairness. New England got down by 11 points. They rallied back to beat the Ravens.
Yeah, well, 11 points. They were down 11 in the fourth quarter. It was a good comeback, man. Good comeback win.
Made a lot easier by the fact Lamar went out in that
Yeah,
second
of course,
half.
of course it does.
With
That
a
was in the
back and
first
another
half.
injury.
It was in the first half.
Yeah, I think it was just before halftime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
And
another
So,
different
so it's a
injury.
back. Is that
Yeah,
Thompson?
he's back.
Yeah. It's just that sort of year for him and that team, I think. I like really, I know there's a mathematical chance, but as you said before, I just don't think they're playing well enough.
When he can't scramble around and use his legs as much as what he wants to,
Yeah.
he really looks ineffective.
Yeah.
He does not look good.
And the
At all.
Oh, it's in fairness. He had receivers fumbling the balls and Derrick Henry fumbling the
I
ball.
was going to say that they looked like they scored on their opening drive, stopped New England, turned over the ball from New England
Yes.
in the red zone with Humphrey interception.
Yep.
And they were driving. New England looked like they had genuinely been like, oh shit,
Punch in the mouth.
we are not good enough for this
Yep.
team. We're actually just a soft team merchant. And they were in the red zone, and Derrick Henry fucking coughs it up on like an 8-yard gain.
Sir fumbles a lot, I call him.
And then
He is
they
now,
brought
yeah.
him back into the game.
He did- and then Drake May drove the field and scored.
Yeah.
Forward, yeah.
And
And
then
Zay Flowers dropped the.
That was
fumble.
shocking, that fumble.
Yep.
I thought Zay Flowers is good, but I don't think he's that good at all.
The discord in
He's-
Baltimore is another season with Zay Flowers fumbling the ball to lose us.
to lose the end of the season.
It's happening too often, and they're gonna really fuck their salary cap system because they're gonna give him $30 million, and I don't know if he's a $30 million receiver.
The problem with Flowers is that outside of that play, he is like their only guy. Like he's genuinely their only guy. Like the first half, he was really, really good.
Yeah,
He
but
was-
you say outside of that play, he had no other plays.
no, he caught the ball. What was his receiving yards? I think
That's
he had
it.
a fair few. No, he had 7 for
Oh,
94
7.
yards.
Yeah,
His first half was really good with Lamar.
Yeah,
Like he was
yeah.
open a lot. As I mean, everything was going in their way. And then they fumbled that ball. They still were able to get an 11-point lead. But then Huntley couldn't do anything. They got one touchdown in the second half where Henry just basically went, I'm taking over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had one good drive. And then you saw Vrabel going, you know what? Huntley, you can beat us if you want. And he can't. Because he's not even a good backup Huntley.
No.
Like he maybe
Put
was
some respect on him. He's a pro baller.
he maybe was 5 years ago. He's not a good backup anymore.
No, that's why he's bounced around. He was
Yeah.
on the Browns team to start the year.
Yeah, 100%. Like
What was
he's
the
he's not-
rationale for not using Henry at all in the fourth quarter, you think?
Well,
I think he's cooked.
Harbaugh came out and said that he only missed 6 plays.
Yeah, they just couldn't get the ball back in the
Yeah.
fourth
Yeah.
quarter. I think that's and Mitchell didn't really give him a lot of juice.
No.
Like I don't know. It just doesn't feel there. It just doesn't feel. Like Tommy, you're a Ravens man. It just doesn't feel there this year, does it?
It just feels that there's no heart in the team. I think they've had like the defense last season looked really good, and I think that they didn't have it this year. So they were relying too much on offense, and then Lamar went down.
Yeah.
And I think it just completely wrecked how they thought the season was going to go, and they've just been trying to chase tail. And when you chase tail as a team, you make mistakes.
Yeah, and
lose
you're
games.
As opposed to-
desperate.
yeah, you
You
try and
also
force it.
make mistakes when you chase tail on a Saturday night. Just
Scotty's going to write a book about that one day.
got me in trouble, that's for sure. Look where I am now.
I call it the supernatural fun. That's what I call it. One team has it every year, where it's like inexplicable. You don't know how. You don't know why.
Yeah.
On paper, they're a good team. They should be winning more games. They should be challenging for the division, and it's just like
I know exactly why. It's the coach.
Is it Dan Orlovsky? Is that the
Yes, the
Hey,
analyst.
Yeah, the analyst. Is that the guy that ran out of the end zone?
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Yeah.
for the Lions. Yep.
Correct. It was.
In
He's a
their
very
own-
good analyst.
in
Just,
their-
he was a
very,
great
in their 0-16 season.
yeah, he was a
Remember.
great analyst. He made a good point today. He's like, on paper, the Ravens are a Super Bowl winning team.
Yeah.
Like, if you go from top to bottom,
Yep.
you go, yeah, this team should win the Super Bowl. But it just, when it comes onto the field, something
I'm
happens.
telling you,
Which
it's
I think
Harbrow.
that-
Been doing it for. We've been on this thing for about about 10 months.
And it
Did
looks
they
like the
move
city,
on
of,
for him now?
the city of
Pardon?
Baltimore is on well and truly if you read the comments on all
Oh
the
yeah,
Baltimore
they're
posts.
right off him.
Yeah.
Is it? Are they going to move? Even though they extend him, they'll fire him.
They
still?
should. I'm on record saying they shouldn't have extended him. They should have fired him there and then.
Yeah.
problem is that they've done the same thing for too long
Yep.
and not gotten the result they want.
In fairness, Harbaugh's not fumbling the ball. And
That's true. And also, like, who are they bringing in?
They need to bring in an offensive.
Yeah, but everyone
coach.
loves Todd Monken. Everyone thinks he's a terrific offensive
Well, then
coordinator.
make him the fucking head coach.
Well, that's what I
Right, he's
mean,
not
like
a head
that-
coach.
Yeah, like I don't know, like what
He's a
what do
forever
you
OC.
do? Because there isn't one of them this
They
year.
just
do you want Matt Nagy?
no. What they need to do is a hard reset with a college.
Yeah, that's probably a
College
better
guy.
way. Yeah.
Offensive.
They just need to break the mold completely and live and die. And it's very unlikely they're going to do that with Lamar Jackson still in his prime to make it such a big swing, because if they fuck it up there,
Isn't that the time to do it though? Because aren't you just wasting?
well,
it
that's
away
why
anyway?
I'm thinking, like, if you look around the AFC, you've got so many ascending teams now, and you're trying to you're grabbing the top of the mountain with absolutely everything that you have. You've got the Jags ascending, the Broncos, the Patriots, like the Texans,
Chargers.
the Chargers.
I feel like now's the time to do it when Lamar's still in his prime.
But Baltimore
So
in the
you've got
right
more of a
division
chance.
to do that as well. Because
Well,
the Steelers are always going to be the 500 team. Joe
Well,
Burrow looks like he's going somewhere from the
but-
Bengals, and the
You-
Browns are always a dumpster fire.
but
So
you can't make that assumption on Joe Burrow leaving the division.
hence Harbaugh being coach for 15 seasons.
Yeah, I don't need to keep repeating myself when it comes to the Ravens, but I think they're a year too late, and this is the result.
let's see how the next 2 week play out. Because I reckon if they lose the next 2 games, which they could, the way they're playing,
But the Ravens in the last 3 seasons have lost the most games from being in front out of any team ever.
That
12
in and of itself is a diabolical stat for
12
a team,
games.
especially
for a
when you
team
got
that
Lamar.
loaded with talent.
Yep.
That should not happen.
No, I think their defense is overrated.
It was overrated last year. Down the stretch, it was atrocious.
They got absolutely burnt. Their defensive backfield's not
Again,
good.
it's,
They've got big names, but
it's names on paper.
yeah.
100%.
Humphries is good, but he gets burnt a bit. He's a live by the sword, die by the sword kind of guy, but everyone else is just crap.
Hey, shout out to New England getting another just tough second half. You know, they got just the football gods are sprinkling on them. I'm not saying they're bad, but when we talk about the Ravens where everything is going against them, Patriots are getting almost everything going their way.
That Patriots Discord.
Would you say it's a gift game for the Patriots?
No, it was a gift. They played very well in the second half, and the Ravens defense had every opportunity to make plays, and they didn't. They didn't let them. They had an 11-point lead,
Yeah.
and then they got another touchdown in the second half. That they should have been able to win that game, but they
Not a
couldn't.
gift only because of the comeback, especially in the fourth quarter.
But I think if Lamar
down two
plays,
scores.
I think if Lamar plays that second half, Ravens win. I
Yeah,
do
yeah,
think
look,
that.
I agree.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
I
I
agree.
think so. And that's just the season's been for the Pats. But well done. They're probably going to win that division, yeah.
And the 1 seed now.
And probably the one seed.
Yeah, if
if
they win
Denver-
out,
yeah.
they'll get the 1 seed.
So the last game of the week was old man Phillip Rivers shot putting it down the field against the 49ers.
Couldn't do me a solid.
No, he tried his guts out in fairness.
Yeah.
This was the Colts defense. What? Like, the Colts defense didn't lose their quarterback. What the fuck's wrong with them?
they
They
were
are
terrible.
atrocious.
They were a sieve today. McCaffrey did whatever he wanted.
What about JTT? What's
To be
happening?
fair, they haven't been that good. They've just been bad teams.
Yeah, that's probably the fair. And in fairness too, when the offense is so productive and so good
Playing
against
from
bad
in-
teams,
Playing from in front
Yeah.
changes your
you
mentality.
never have to stop the
completely.
run. You just pass rush. Like it makes things a lot easier. You know you're up, so you've got more. You know they're going to try and taking shots at you and taking more risks. And it's just flipped the whole. It's just flipped the odd way. They were 7-1. I looked it up before. 7-1
Yep.
they were. They have won one game since then,
They've definitely fallen off a cliff. Can you just
And-
go to the 49ers stats? I want to see what McCaffrey finished
and
up
they
with.
are out of the playoffs now. He had 100 yards. I think he had what was his catching? So he's
29.
at 140 total yards. He just did whatever he
Brock
wanted.
Purdy
Two
had a
tutties,
great
eh?
game as well.
Yeah, Purdy played really well. He did. He was in complete control.
Kittle went out.
Oh,
He
Kittle was a machine.
He came back though. He
No,
played.
he didn't come back.
Yes,
no,
he did.
no,
Yeah, he did.
Come back to finish the game off.
Yes, he did.
Did he?
Yes.
I think he scored the last touchdown. I'm pretty. No, that was
115 yards.
yeah. I thought he.
I swear I didn't see him in the fourth quarter.
Oh, maybe. Well, they probably didn't need him.
I didn't see him in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I didn't think there was
He
a
like,
bad
his
injury.
hammy or something, didn't he?
Oh, I hope not.
Yeah,
that'd
no,
be-
I'm sure he did. I'm sure.
I
he
like he hope he did.
Why?
Because I don't want the 49ers to win, because I don't want it to come down to Seattle playing 49ers at 49ers for the number 1 seed.
If you think your team's that good, that's what you should want.
The
Scott.
49ers is like that team that every team's got a bunny team.
Well,
And I hate the 49ers.
well,
They're a
if you-
division
if-
team.
If you want to be a contender, you got to beat them.
Oh, you want to be a contender. I wanted to. How? So the Patriots are contenders with all their bunnies, and Seattle can't have one easy game to finish a year?
No, you can't.
That's the way. That's the way the cookie crumbles, bro. What
and
do you want?
ladies
I
and
don't,
gentlemen,
I don't know
that
how to
is-
tell you this.
That's the way the cookie crumbles, bro. I
ladies
don't
and
make the
gentlemen,
fucking
that is
schedule.
not a biased call.
No, it's saying I don't make the fucking schedule. That's what it is.
Yeah.
What happened with Kittle, please?
Yeah, George was right. He went out in the third quarter with ankle soreness, limped off the ground.
There you go.
Yeah, right.
And he
Okay.
didn't come back in.
No,
Didn't come back.
No, he didn't
Yeah.
come back.
Hopefully that's precautionary.
Yeah, I'd
sure.
say so. They
But
were.
I actually
The
re-
game
I-
was over.
I really like George Kittle, the player.
George Kittle's one of my favorite players.
Yeah, I really.
player.
No, I don't mind him as a.
Oh,
As
he's
it-
so irritating.
No, he's not that
He,
bad.
he's not a bad bloke or a bad guy or an asshole.
No,
or anything.
he's fine.
He plays on the edge.
No. In the game, I love it. I love the way he plays. I can't stand like. Sounds really. I just don't like his personality. He's just kind of
But
annoying
you,
me.
but you don't have to though.
No, exactly. He's a great football
No,
player.
I think he's a bit of fun. He's a little bit nerdier and a little bit.
Yeah.
He's all right. I'm sure that what he's probably coming across as like a little bit more of a nervous person when the cameras are around him.
Potentially.
And I think off camera, he's probably a little bit more chill and a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. If I was a teammate, I'd love to have him, and yeah, he'd look amazing in Philly green. But he obviously he won't. But
No,
yeah.
I don't think he'll ever get that
No,
opportunity.
Yeah.
but yeah,
I love how every all pro looks good in Philly green.
Of course, every good player looks good in Philly green.
That'll be a big trade. Him and Miles Garrett coming over to Philly next year.
yeah.
Hey, don't laugh. We could still get Garrett.
I don't think Garrett's going anywhere. Garrett breaks the sack record. It's got all the money in the world, and they're like, now we're going to trade you.
Deuces.
If the Niners win out, they get the 1 seed.
Yeah, that's
Because
right.
because
Absolutely.
they play Seattle. They play. We talked about this before. I've already
The
forgotten.
Bears.
They play the Bears, which is a tough game. Bears are a tough
But if
game.
Bears win and Seattle lose,
Should we
week
look at the
18,
playoff picture before we get to the Christmas Day games? Because
Yeah,
they're all
yeah.
rips and orders.
Yeah, pop it up, big fella.
If Bears win next week against the Niners and then Seattle lose,
If I
Bears
had
are
a
the one
nickel.
seed. If Seattle's the only team that can really control their destiny. If they win out, they're in. 49ers win out, they're in. So I guess in a way they control their
So
destiny.
if the
as well.
Bears beat the Niners next week, right,
Yes,
and then you guys lose to the Niners, Bears will be the one seed.
Bears are one seed.
So you guys pretty much have to win. it.
I don't know how it works with the Rams in that point.
Oh, okay, fair enough. But
So I
if
think
you
the
guys
Rams
want to
won't
be the one seed, you essentially have to win out.
Yeah, or yes,
Yeah, because Bears and Niners, either the Bears or the Niners will steal it from you, or the Rams
Unless-
week 1.
unless
week 18.
the Bears beat the Niners and then
you guys beat the Niners.
then the Lions beat the Bears. I think Seattle can still win it, but that opens the door up for the Rams.
Oh no, you're a game up on the Seahawks. So if the Niners lose next week, you're
on the Bears.
and you're going up on the Bears. So if the Niners lose next week to the Bears, you guys you don't have to win next week technically to be the one seed still. You just have to win last week.
Yes, but we've got Carolina.
You should be Carolina.
Yeah. I think it's a bit of a trap game, but
It is. Carolina have been very good against
Good
good
teams.
teams.
Yeah, they
It's-
beat the Rams.
probably not a
Right.
full trap game, but
No.
it's a bit of a trap game.
It's like you shouldn't go in thinking like we're going to win this by 50 points. Like it'll be a bit of a slog.
Yeah.
All right.
I would dare say, though, the playoffs are pretty much sewn up now.
Well,
the Lions can get him. They need a miracle.
They got a 7% chance.
Yeah,
well, the Bucks are the biggest team that are out that can get back in because
they can
Panthers
still win the division.
Panthers lose to Seattle, and then they're playing each other for the title. Simple as that.
Yeah.
So I think what realistically is going to happen, unless Buccaneers, who do they play next week? Sorry,
The Bucks,
I
they
think
they got the Dolphins next
the
week.
Dolphins. So you think they win that game, and then they're going into that last game, and then Carolina, you'd think lose.
Is that in Tampa?
No, it's in Miami.
No,
Well,
the Bucks Panthers game to finish the year off.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
the
in
last one was
Tampa.
in Charlotte.
So they get a home game to make the playoffs. So
Jeez,
you
that's-
think
okay, yeah.
like it's a 50. I think that the South is still 50-50, and that's what the percentages say as well. It's a 50-50 winner
Yeah.
for them. It's going to come down that last week still
That's cool.
because Carolina dropped one to the Saints,
That's
Two.
cool.
2 to the Saints. Yeah.
That's cool. That'll be a cool game.
Let's go to the Christmas Day games and shit. The NFL have really lost the money this year on this one.
What a
haven't
day
they?
to ruin my Boxing Day.
Yeah. So the first one is the Dallas Cowboys at Washington. It will be Josh
Jesus.
Johnson will be the starting quarterback for Washington because Mariota got hurt. Look, there's a bit of bad blood here. Like obviously the Dan Quinn and the Cowboys ending wasn't phenomenal.
Yep.
But if the Cowboys lose this game, they would have to be pretty fucking pissed off about it. I think they're a much better football team than Washington. They beat them pretty easy earlier in the year. If they score well, I don't really think Washington should be able to score that much on these guys either.
No, the
And
Cowboys
Washington's
are gonna
defense
smash them.
is atrocious. It's such a bad
defense.
defense.
Is horrible. They're one of the worst defenses in the league. They're fucking terrible.
Yeah, so I think that the Cowboys will win this game. I actually think they'll win it pretty comfortably. And to be brutally honest, I'll be pretty disappointed if they don't as a Cowboys fan. It'll really shit me that they drop that game.
They let him hang around.
Yeah. It'll annoy me if they lose that game. And just you don't want to be losing games to your division rivals at the end of the season, no matter what, in my opinion.
Even
When-
if they're like dead rubbers.
and when you're much better than them, which I think
Mm.
the Cowboys
Yeah.
actually are. So
No, pretty bang on there. I think that's all pretty correct.
again, absolute dead rubber of a game though for the first Christmas game, which is pretty rare. And then we've got the Detroit Lions at the Minnesota Vikings. Slightly less of a dead rubber. Detroit are mathematically alive, but it is.
Well, these are two
grim.
teams that genuinely do not like each other.
No, they're
and
gonna
the
go.
Vikings beat the Lions earlier in the year.
Yep.
Yep.
So I think that the Lions will do a revenge tour here, but if for playoff implications, this is no games.
Well,
really.
they need the Packers to lose out, and they've got to win out.
Yep.
But no, the Packers have the tiebreaker because they've swept them.
Yep.
I don't actually know how it's possible for them to make it.
I guess if 49ers
Get
lose
your
both.
get your thing up again, Tommy. Your player predictor up again on the big screen for us. So I can just look at it.
Sure.
So scroll down. You've got the Lions are 8-7, and the Packers are 9. No, it's the half game.
It's a half game.
Yeah, it's the half game. It's a 1.5 game. So Packers lose out, Lions win out. They're half a game in front, and they win it.
Yep.
That's where I'm getting thrown off by it. That makes sense. I wouldn't have thought that the NFL would have got the math wrong over me. In fairness.
No, we've heard you count.
You and your maths.
Hey, listen, we don't talk about that. all
You're
right?
known for a lot of things, not your maths.
No, very true.
No, but
What am I know?
who? whoever is playing quarterback for the Vikings
It's
is
Brosman. right?
Brosman. Yeah. So yeah, cool.
I think
At
Lions win
Minnesota, the place will probably be rocking because it's a Christmas Day game, but the Lions theoretically should really just come out and stomp them.
Yeah, which not what they've done lately. But like, look at the Lions as a team. They're the second best scoring offense. They're the third best yards per game offense. Their turnover differentials fifth. Their total interceptions is 11th. They're sixth in sacks this year.
Yep.
They're what is that? The time of possession is that 19th?
Yeah.
Can't even read that.
Yep.
19th,
Yep.
which isn't very good. But who really like?
Well, I mean, Minnesota's.
Make it old man size for you.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
Um,
It's only the biggest TV in the history of TVs too.
yeah. Well, the interesting part would be Minnesota's defense against this offense, and if they can generate pressure and turnovers, that will keep them in the game. But I feel like the margins are just so thin for Minnesota to be competitive in this game.
Yeah, well, because they're going to need McCarthy or Brosnan to play well. Like,
No, I think McCarthy's out. I think it's going to be
McCarthy's out.
Then it is over. Like, they probably won't score a touchdown.
Goff in a dome, he'll get it done.
Yeah, I think Goff will win this one easy. Again, not a great. That's the best Christmas Day game.
Yep.
Because the next one is the Denver Broncos.
No, this is going to be a great game.
Denver Broncos at the Kansas City Chiefs, coming off a disappointing loss to the Jaguars, with the Chargers nipping at their heels for the division.
The lame duck charge. Kansas City Chiefs just like, hey, guys.
Kansas City's coming off a full loss as well.
Yeah, no, they've got all the momentum. They're going to have, what did I say?
They come off a loss right into another.
Chris Aluaquan is their quarterback. I think
I've actually looked it up. His name is Chris Oladokin.
Chris Oladokin.
Yeah.
There you go.
Shout out to you, Chris.
I hope he plays really well, and but I can't see it happening. They are in absolute carbo mode. They're in quit and rebuild for next year mode and try and get this right next year already.
Bad loss, like you said, bad loss to the Jags. They're going to come out and absolutely curb stomp.
I don't know the last time the Chiefs was $7 and the line was 13
Wow.
13, yeah. Wow.
At home
at home.
at Arrowhead.
In week
Yeah,
17 or
this is definitely a get right game for the Broncos.
Yep.
And that
If the Broncos lose this game, it'd be the worst loss of their season.
No, there's no way. They can't.
No,
lose.
I don't think they will. If they did, it would be the worst loss of their season by such a long way. It's not
Might
funny.
be the worst loss in franchise history, considering who the Chiefs are rolling out.
And the implications on the season if they
Yeah.
lose it.
Oh, for sure.
Because then they're playing the Chargers week 18 or week
Mate,
for the division.
this game will be over at quarter time.
I think they're
I
playing
think
for the division anyway, aren't they?
Only if the Chargers win and they've got someone good who we discussed before. Who I now
Who
can't
the
remember.
Chargers?
Yeah, who the Chargers play again?
The Chargers hold the tiebreaker, so
And
Currently.
last week, the Chargers.
They played Denver the last
They
week.
got Denver
Chargers,
last
Denver.
week.
Next week they have
The week before, you mean?
the week.
No,
before,
next
sorry.
week.
Yeah, next week from now.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Chargers.
Yeah.
For the Texans.
Texans. So that's
At home.
So I mean, like
Oh, that's a Sunday game for us as
yeah,
well.
the Broncos will want to win that and then
8:30 game.
and then roll
Cool.
into and then hope the Texans get the job done and they lock up the division for the week 18 and they don't play anyone.
Yep.
Simple as that. Or week 17.
Go
whatever.
Broncos. Woo!
But yeah, awful day of Christmas Day games.
Yep.
Just terrible.
To be fair, though,
Still
when
watching,
they
though.
made the schedule, all those games had the potential to be good games. Last year, Minnesota and the Lions played that Week 17 game.
Yep.
Remember that was a hell of a
Yeah.
game.
Yep.
That Baltimore game was good on Netflix as well.
Yeah. So
Baltimore Steelers, wasn't it?
and
Yeah.
Don't forget, last year Washington made the NFC Championship game.
Yep.
So they were hoping that they were going to be good again.
And they had Beyonce on Netflix last year as well.
Mm.
So they're
I
going to
think it
take a
goes
hit.
prime and 2 Netflix games as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So I can understand the theory when they made the schedule.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's just very hard to predict the injuries.
And you're like, yeah, Denver Chiefs. They would have thought these two are playing.
They've gone for the
They're
division.
playing for the division.
Literally going to
Yeah.
come down this game.
Yeah.
wins the
This is
division.
why you need to flex them. Oh,
Yeah.
but they sell the tickets so early.
Yeah, you can't flex Christmas. You can't flex holiday game, like special games.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway,
Well, I'm still going to watch whatever.
Yeah, no, I'll watch them for sure. All right. Is that's it for us?
That's
Tommy?
it.
That's it. Shout out to Tommy on the ones and twos
Amen.
tonight.
Absolutely.
Unreal to have him back for the podcast. It was
Absolutely savant on the keyboard tonight.
Right,
Just
yeah,
like
it's-
rocking and rolling.
Dang, it's probably the hardest he works all week.
Full flow state.
Not wrong.
And I like it.
Leans into it. I love it.
Shout out to you two boys. Make sure everyone enjoy your Christmas.
Yes.
yes.
Have a good day.
We'll
Drive
be
safe.
back.
Drink
Drive
heaps,
safely.
eat heaps. We'll see us for the live show on the weekend and shout out to the Sporting Globe Churnside Park, our amazing sponsors.